What about the work they didn't go so well on and maybe they need some help? Often part of the criteria would be pick your least satisfying piece and tell why. Pick the least successful piece and say, what would you do differently the next time? And that way it shows that we've got some problems, but we know how to plan in the future, how to work on it. So there's just such a variety of criteria for selecting things in the portfolio. But it just depends on what the purpose of the portfolio is, and it's different for different teachers and different classes.
Portfolios provide substance to grades by tracking student growth and development.
Grades by themselves probably are not as meaningful as grades combined with the actual artifacts and the evidence and the portfolios and the projects and the videotapes and the cassettes. I've seen students read into cassette in first grade, the beginning of the year, the middle year, the end of the year. And then they looked at, here's how much more fluent they are. I mean, there's just so many little ways to show growth as opposed to just opening up the grade book and looking at the grade. And it's the growth that we're looking for. You can't penalize a student because he comes in low with another class. That's not his problem. It's our job to take him from where he came in and move him forward. Now, he may not get to the top, but at least he's showing some sort of growth and progress. So that's why I think portfolios provide a wonderful avenue for growth and development.
Technology can play a key role in performance assessment.
There's a lot of teachers that are really implementing technology. They're doing their rubrics on the computer. They're coming up with a way to assess. The students can self-assess on the computer. We're doing lots of HyperCards and HyperStudios for their projects. People are doing electronic portfolios where the students have their whole portfolio on a disk and they can show it from year to year. So there's so much going on with technology and all the research available that's happening. So that is an integral part of the whole authentic assessment, is how to weave technology into this performance. Because in the reality, the real world has technology. So why not prepare them for that by doing projects using technology in school to show their performance? And so then that'll transfer to life. Once they get out, they'll feel much more comfortable using it. So it is a big, big part of performance assessment.
Parents benefit from performance assessment because it gives them a benchmark to evaluate their children's progress. The community benefits because students enter the workforce better prepared to apply learned skills to the workplace.
The business leaders are the ones that were behind authentic assessment from the beginning, because they would get these students coming to them in the workforce and they go, they had high grades in the SAT, they had very high grades in school, but they can't think critically, they can't solve problems, they can't work in groups, they can't communicate, they can't write a decent letter. What's going on? So it's the skills that are life skills that are emphasized in performance assessment.
Performance assessment evaluates students at multiple levels. Traditional testing tools like standardized tests, creative testing methods like portfolios, student and parent involvement in the assessment process all allow a teacher to make a more accurate assessment of student learning and allow students to apply learned skills to better prepare for their future workplace.
Students love performance assessments. They love authentic assessments because it's interactive. It allows them to show their strengths, to work in groups, allows them to just take a different approach to traditional learning.
Performance assessment teaches students to continually evaluate the quality of their work.
It's the student who goes through life self-assessing and determining what they did well, what they have to do differently the next time in order to improve. And that's the whole goal, I think, of authentic assessment, is making students independent learners, independent self-assessors as they go through life, to always redirect when necessary, go back, redo, or continue doing the same.
And that's everyone's goal, parents, teachers, and community, to prepare children to become independent and self-reliant citizens.